Well, that's awkward. I just recorded my video, um, but my microphone was muted. So let's go back, reset the picks. I don't think I can. Oh no, I can. Okay, we'll reset my picks and we'll go through them. Now the picks I seen were my personal pick. The picks that you seen just there were my personal picks. But I'm going to be doing a pick for if you want to try and get diamond, you want to try and get as much as you can right. I will do a pick for that, which will be this. Cloud9 will beat Vitality because Vitality are underperforming a lot. They're kind of we're not seeing Zaiwu be the best player in the world. He's missing a lot, and I think it's because he was sick during this event, or maybe a week before he was unwell. Not too sure, but and I also think Cloud9's form with Axel showing up, um, performing performing unbelievably in these games specifically. They just looked Cloud9 just looked really really good, and I think they'll go through. I think Spirit will go through against FaZe. Um, but this is a coin toss, really. And I know you're thinking, oh, but they played each other in the final, best of three. Spirit dominated them. This is true, but FaZe are kind of looking a bit better now. Excuse me. They're also gonna Carrigan's also gonna have the Danish buff. He loves like to he lives for the crowd behind him, and he's going to have the Danish crowd behind him as well. At the first major in Denmark, like realistically, FaZe could just turn up and become like the best team and make it all the way to the final. I'd like to see it, but I'm going to be realistic here, and I think Spirit will just beat them. Navi and Eternal Fire, I think Eternal Fire just is the smart pick. I think their form is better than Navi's right now. I think Ema is a big factor to why Navi are going to struggle. Um, he's just not. He hasn't lived up to the performance that he put in Paris. He's been a constant talking point for Navi's shortcomings, which I think is kind of unfair because he did have a really high peak, and everyone expected him to be like that, and obviously he hasn't been. I think that's affecting him a bit as well. But I just don't think. I think Eternal Fire will just beat Navi, right? Basically, I don't think Navi have the firepower. They need a big performance from JL and Bit. They need Wonderful to step up. They'll need some great calling from Alexei. It could happen, but I'm going to go with my boys from Turkey. Now, for Mouse and G2, the smarts pick, in my opinion, is probably to go Mouse. Because G2 has just been the Monacy show, really. I mean, Nico's someone who needs to perform. You need to have Monacy and Nico performing really well to make it through, but that's just not happening right now. So I think you take Mouse to be smart. As we get to here, I mean, this will be Shiro versus Axel. The when Cloud9 was back in its Nafany days with Shiro and Axel and Hobbit, and I honestly can't for the life of me remember their fifth. I don't remember who their fifth was at that time, to be honest. But it was really Axel and Shiro on this team who were the best. And Axel is becoming back to the best that he was at that time, and Shiro's becoming back to the best he was at that time on Spirit. So it'll be interesting to see the battle of the CIS region. But I think this is where not having an Opera will catch up with them. I think Spirit will just take this match, and then, well, I was going to say then go on to win the final, but we'll get to that. Mouse versus Eternal Fire. If you want to be smart, you take Mouse to win, Spirit to win the final, right? That's a smart pick. However, my pick is this. I'm back in G2 um, against Mouse. I think I don't know. Maybe it's just hopeless. Like I'm just hoping that Nico does, because I'm a Nico fanboy. I'm going to be honest. I am. I'm also a big Morrissey fanboy. You know, I mean, he's unbelievable. Best all-per in the world, like just by far. Uh, and he really want to make an impact. And I think if Nico does show up on the stage, which is where he needs to, and he might, if that happens, they beat Rouse. Then they'll beat Eternal Fire, but they'll still fall to Spirit. You know, I think regardless, Spirit win this major. Even though, like I said, they could lose to FaZe because Carrigan could get the buff. Honestly, who fucking knows? But I only need to get one more right, I guess, for my gold coin, which don't really care about. I'm not getting diamond anyway, so this is my vibes. This is what I'm going with. Can't wait to see all these games live. To be honest, you know, it'll be really exciting to watch. Uh, so if you're there watching the major and you see a Scotland flag, then just know that's us. That's your boy. Um, and yeah, best of luck with your pick'ems, guys, and hope you enjoy the matches. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.